Hi guys, man, Lance back again with another video. First of all, let's subscribe before anything else. So I really didn't want to do this video. I was making a video about this old vintage lens that I actually got from recently, last week actually, and another piece of equipment. But Sony released a new camera, and I think to get the views, we need to all jump on that train and try to produce a video as fast as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have my hands on it. You guys know, sometimes I do get some new camera. This time around, I don't have one. So I was on Petapixel. I watched Petapixel review. I watched CVP review, which is a bit more comprehensive. So basically, it's a Sony A7 IV in a FX3 body. You can say it like that, literally. And it's literally the same spec in terms of like video features or anything. There are a few changes that are very interesting for a videographer, especially the ability to use LUT, to use S-Log in photography, which is very, very interesting, because then you can already take stills photo of like a scene you want to shoot and pre-grade it and know which of the lights you can use will work properly. That's something that very I wouldn't say it's innovative, because I think with the Canon, with the picture profile, you can actually get some picture profile. For example, if you shoot like in CineStyle and some of those picture profile, you can put it on the camera and take a still with CineStyle and grade it to your liking or something like that. But I don't know why other brands don't do that. Literally, it's the same camera as the Sony A7 IV, as I say. So it's 33 megapixel. It's more of a photo camera sensor that they've put in a cinema body. And the menu system as well is very, very cinema focused as well, because there is even like a home button that allows you to see all of your info. You can change your log profile very quickly. So unfortunately, it doesn't shoot 4K full sensor. It shoots 4K 60, 4K 60 at APS-C crop, just like the Sony A7 IV. So literally, those changes that really came to this camera is a bit more ergonomic, because you get that top handle. You also get that amazing EVF, which is something that existed a lot in those camcorders and also those DAD cams that for a very, very long time I used to use when I was back in DRC. So you had those EVF that were able, you could literally, I wouldn't say rotate them, but you could switch position. You can go up, down. So that's something that's very interesting, like you've seen in the photo in the thumbnail here. And the pricing is also something a little bit of a sticking point that people may feel some type of way about. So because it's priced at 2,700, is this really an innovation per se? Not much, as much as they've added the AI processor for autofocus, but we already know that Sony autofocus is very, very, very good. You have still capability, but it's not much of a photo camera. It's more of a video camera. It's a photo sensor in a video camera body, because they are good videos for Sony, and I've seen a lot of people produce amazing work even with the Sony A7 IV. So that's very interesting. The stabilization, it also offers dynamic active stabilization for handheld shooting. So some testing, some people that had the camera have done really, really amazing testing. I like the fact that it has that handheld XLR mount that allows you to have really way more possibility of adding audio. It also has very good placing in terms of the audio and microphone inputs, as well as headphone output as well. So those the way they've positioned them and put them on the body of the camera, really, really good. So full size HDMI, which is really, really good. The recording, no limit to recording, which is also in part due to the fact that there's a big ass fan on that thing. So a new design of the fan, which is very, very different from what they generally put even on the FX3 or the FX30. Was lucky enough to use the FX30 sometimes. So yeah, Sony really has done something very in terms of design. This is a really, really good design. I think this is what they'll be taking on to the FX3 Mark II. Maybe will be having this design, or maybe they can come up with an FX4. So that's something that we still have to cross our finger for. So you know, when they said Sony will be releasing a new camera, I was personally not expecting a lot of new tech per se. I kind of knew that it will just be a refresher or maybe a slight design change. It's more of a design change than really anything else, because this is really an hybrid camera that focuses more on video rather than photography. Generally, hybrid camera, they focus on they are photo centric with video specs, with good video spec. But this one is a very good video camera ergonomically with photo capabilities. Yeah, so we can put it like that. So now, how do you? Let's say maybe somebody who already owns a FX3 but also needed something to take photo with. Before, the FX3 can definitely take photos, but having two bodies is something a little bit cumbersome at some point. So this will be a nice B cam for somebody who has an FX3, as well as the the Sony A7 IV was a good C cam, but this one just upgraded itself to be a better B cam as well. You can also really literally only have this camera as your A cam, because obviously the video specs are still very good in general term of it, because you can shoot 4K 24 without a crop. There is no 4K 30, which is strange. And 4K 60 has a crop, a APS-C crop, which is still okay, acceptable, because if you shoot with APS-C already, so maybe somebody who had maybe an FX30 could get this as a B cam, and then maybe sell the FX30, and they have the FX3 as well as the FX as well as this camera for better video compatibility, and it shoots all of the newer log profile that Sony has, and it has a little bit more capabilities than the Sony cameras. So it's a new camera, quote unquote. It's not that much new, but it is new in a certain way, you can say that. So I don't have much to say about this camera. You guys can look at, maybe CVP has one of the most comprehensive review about this, as well as maybe Gerard and Dan, who's more technical, because it's literally a Sony A7 IV in another body. The sensor hasn't changed, but there's a little bit more like ISO performance made it a little bit better, because it's more of a cinema camera. A base ISO you have two base ISO, a lower one and a higher one as well. So it's something that people can look at. So now we really just have to expect the announcement for the Sony A7 FX3 Mark II, maybe. I don't know. That's maybe what we are looking forward to. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.